Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are here once again with the EGFC Championship Series, our quarterfinal games. We have Hawaii and Siena, and I'm Bar the Journey, and I'm here with Z minus.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, it looks like we're probably gonna go right into it. I think they already did their button checks, and we have Altair coming in for Hawaii, and we have Bivers for Siena. Not familiar with these players, but very interested to see how it all comes down. Let's see if we have any stage bans. Now that's always interesting to see.
You're being a little funny in the chat.
Yeah, but okay. Sounds like we're ready to go.
Okay. All right. Ooh.
So we have Hawaii starting out with a K roll in Altair, and Bivers with the Falco. What do you think of this matchup?
Definitely winning for Falco. He has a reflector to combat with a lot of K roll's annoying projectiles, and because K roll is a big body, that makes him very susceptible to combos. But most of all, I think off stage, Falco's edge guarding is very, very devastating. A lot of niche ways of covering K roll's recovery. Because he doesn't have anything horizontal when he's off stage of recovering with up B. He doesn't have anything like that. And so it can be very devastating to recover with the character.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all in all, I'd say like a solid like -1, -2 matchup. I would lean to -2.
Okay. All right. So already Bivers is having a very easy time pushing Altair to the ledge, but Altair keeping it close, and never K-roll push up the ledge like that, and you have to get back to the stage, and he's already throwing his crown out. That's set up. It's a recipe made for disaster already.
All right, so yeah, right here, that's the up tilt. Ooh, I was gonna say that's up tilt back air percent, but then Altair getting a back air drone.
Altair taking first blood after Bivers seemingly getting off to a very fast start, but right now seems to start snowballing a little bit in Altair's favor.
Yeah, good forward air. All right, retreats to ledge, or attempts to retreat to ledge. All right, that was a good drag down forward air into the down tilt. Not gonna quite kill yet, just because. Oh no.
Yeah, you got that 2-frame down there, and Falco without a jump does not have the best recovery. So, yeah, Altair actually up 2 stocks to 1 right now. So Bivers taking that first stock. Yeah, I mean, pretty interesting actually. After a quick start, you would have assumed that Bivers would have gotten off to a bigger lead, but right now Altair seems to have the advantage.
All right, good stage control with the lasers.
And Bivers picking up that crown, not letting Altair have the crown, because the crown is a big part of K-roll's gameplay. And Falco is a character that can shoot the lasers and can shoot projectiles, so he doesn't immediately have to throw it. Good high recovery coming out from Bivers. K-roll trying to stomp at the ledge would have sent Falco back off the stage, or if he did land, would have buried him to confirm. But right now, Bivers is looking pretty okay. So he's only at 70%, and it's not that big of a deficit. So he can definitely make this back, and this looks good for Bivers right now.
Yeah, it's definitely not too bad of a deficit, especially like with a character like Falco. Like his advantage state's so amazing. You'll notice a lot of the Falco's kind of combo differently. Some like doing his drag downs more than his active hops. Some like doing simple strings like up air. But either way, his advantage state is so good that his punish game is basically flexible enough to fit any style.
Yeah, and it does seem like this Falco prefers to do the quick combos into resets, but that recovery was kind of suspect, and he lost that last stock, and it looked pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's just he was a little bit scared. Didn't have enough time to really assess the angle that they needed to use to recover.
Yeah, so if I'm assuming, we're probably going to be seeing the same characters, right? I can't really see a character switch coming out from Bivers, even though, they did lose the first game. It seemed it really came down to a last-hit situation, realistically. So probably won't be seeing a character switch, but. With that being said, Altair off to the quick start. I feel like I wasn't expecting that. But usually with K-Rool players, most of the time they're either really bad or they're like try hard with their character because it's such a uncommon character. So with that being said, pretty impressive coming out from Altair, and we're gonna see how Bivers can adapt in the next game.
Yeah, I'd imagine a ban on triplats. Like, you would never want to allow triplats for Falco, because that's just devastating.
Mm-hmm. And, you probably wouldn't want triplats for Falco, but then again, K-Rool's also benefit from platforms in a way. So, because you wouldn't really want to go to a flat stage because then you can't land. So if I was K-Rool, I'd probably ban triplats. No, I'd probably ban the flat stages. And I'm guessing a Yoshi's Island pick, if we're lucky, coming out from Falco, because Falco combos can ladder up to the top. But we'll see. We'll see how the bans turn out.
Mm-hmm. I think they've established the bans. I think we're gonna have PS2. So yeah, we'll see how this matchup plays out.
Now, what do you think of this matchup on PS2?
Sorry?
What do you think of this matchup on PS2?
It's still pretty good. It's a low ceiling, or not low ceiling, but like a regular ceiling, so it's not too bad compared to like Town or like maybe Smashville. Platforms are beneficial. You can start up his drag down combos in the platforms, both on the left and right platform. The only annoying part is that you can get pineapple thunder states, which is why you have to be careful when you side beat.
Yeah, and right now we're actually seeing Bivers hit a lot more down airs and aerials on platforms and getting more combo extension, something that we didn't see him do last game. And already off to a much better start, taking that first stock with only 21% taken, and it seems like he's off to he's kind of found his groove right now.
Yeah, doing a much better job overall, keeping the pressure on. That great reflector into the forward air. It is a hitbox, so even if you aren't reflecting projectile, it's just a good hitbox to throw out.
Yeah, and it just seems like Altair right now. We're just trying to make it hard for Bivers to land. But Bivers is doing a really good job mixing up their landing options, recovering high just like that. There are just a lot of ways for Falco to recover when he has his jump, even though his up B is pretty poor.
All right, nice back air coming out. Yeah, this is where it gets scary. You do not want to let go of that shield. If you do, that's when you get open to the up tilt back air kill confirm.
something that Bivers has been doing a lot is rolling out of the corner, and I wonder if Altair is going to catch on to that at some point. But with that being said, got to bury into forward smash punish and put numbers on the board right now. Still pretty much not that bad of K-Rool, since K-Rool is a pretty heavy character, but we're going to see if Bivers can close out this stuff.
Yeah, and I'm starting to notice some ledge habits as well, like ledge get up shield. Like that tends to be a thing that big bodies do when they're at high percent because they're scared.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm liking how Altair is kind of resetting the situation, because I feel like Altair was kind of being overly aggressive early on in the last stock, and right now you're seeing slower pace, considering that they are at 160%, and taking advantage of the blind spot at below K-Rool forward air and taking that stock, and here's on their last stock.
Ooh, that was a nice little DD combo. I think they wanted to get the second drag down in the forward air, but still, that was nice overall. Good attempt. Alright, down air in place again.
Yeah, K-Rool is trying to get some of these double combos. Yeah, but Bivers not really having a lot of it, and just playing the matchup, playing the scoreboard right now, up by a lot of percent, and making Altair make the first move.
Alright, back throw to center off.
Wow, and that forward smash getting eaten by that super armor from K-Rool's stomach.
Alright, this is where it can get scary. Ooh, and the back air is going to take it.
Yeah, looked like the back air poked a little bit. Either he dropped shield early or it poked, but either way, just Bivers keeping the pressure on no matter what part of the stage he was on, whether it be using lasers from afar or just approaching with aerials, and just always putting pressure on Altair has been the name of the game for Bivers.
See here, yeah, that's drop shield.
Yeah, early drop. Either try to parry or just like drop too early, regardless. But yeah, but good stuff coming out from Bivers, especially after that game one where him like Altair kind of cruised a little bit in that game one. What do you think was the big difference between Bivers' gameplay from game one?
I would say a major difference is confidence in combo game. I saw a lot more drag down combos, even attempts on double jump combos, and also alleviating pressure with the reflector for sure. You need to use that reflector if you want to take advantage of zoners.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the Bivers really punished a little bit harder in some of these openings that they had. Like especially I saw like the forward air, the down tilt drag down combo, something we did not see in game one. A little bit harder punches off of down air, actually way more down air confirmed than we saw in game one, and a little bit more reflector too. So I definitely agree that Bivers definitely took advantage of a little bit more of harder punishes opposed to what they were doing in game one. Now let's see what kind of adjustments Altair is going to make, because Altair did win that game one, and we're going to see what kind of adjustments he makes, either a character switch or a change in gameplay philosophy. It's going to be interesting to see what he does in this game 3.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Let's see what kind of bans are making. Okay, so hey Ben, FD Callus in town. Probably say we're gonna go Smashville, if that's the case. But as we have this brief lull in the action, remember to follow EGF on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram @officialegf. These are our quarterfinal matches. We're going to be doing our semifinals and finals matches next weekend. So definitely tune in for that. This has been such a great series for all these college players, college students. been a pretty fun thing to see. So definitely tune in for that. And here's our upcoming schedule. So we saw DePaul play earlier today on this stream. And yes, you have University of Colorado and DePaul coming up next weekend. And we also have Mississippi State in the winner of this game. And Mississippi State is also another strong team. Another strong team with multiple PR players. But going back to the action, Altair with the top tier character choice. That's something I like to see.
Alrighty, so we're saying a Joker out here. You know, I actually don't mind this matchup as Falco, but man, that's one hell of a switch to me.
Hey, they always say if all else fails, pick it up here. Okay. A Big Brother Arsene. Now here is the mark of a true Joker player. What can you do besides throw out back air with Big Brother Arsene? Do you have your confirms? Like, how do you play neutral? We're gonna see it right now.
All right, good weights. Yeah, this is where Falco is kind of king against Arsene. He has a lot of nice multi-hits and ways to kind of knock off the Arsene. One of which can be laser. Laser's a good way of making sure Joker returns to his normal state. Good tool.
Yeah, and Bivers, like, you know, pretty much wasted all of that Arsene meter. And Altair, honestly, really hasn't gotten a lot started, and mostly it's just been taking a lot of damage and, you know, kind of farming this Arsene. But if they lose this stock, you know, we might not see another Arsene in the stock. Now, if he holds on a little bit, we might see a second Arsene, and that could be a pretty big deal right now.
Yeah, ooh, the drag down air into down. Perfect Joker thing.
Disgusting. And that's something you were talking about before. Bivers' punish game has gotten a lot better as the set progressed, and we already see him doing these drag down forward air combos on Altair, man. And this is, yeah, Bivers has really picked it up.
Yeah, these are some really nice combos coming from Bivers. Beautiful drag down forward airs.
Yeah, this is, and right now Bivers once again trying to waste out that Arsene. Yeah, and holding back and giving him space while that meter is low. Great recognition coming out from Bivers. Really good stuff.
Yeah, just recognizing that there's no reason to need to approach. Just keep space and let him run out of Arsene and then come back in.
Yeah, right now Bivers pretty much an even percent with Altair, but up one stock, and let's see if he can take this stock again. That'll put Altair at a pretty big disadvantage.
Alright, good neutral air. Neutral air is a good option to use out of shield. It's frame 3. You add that to the frame 3 spot. It's like a frame 6 option. Good way to knock people off. And the benefit is Nair always sends forward.
Yeah. And Altair finally taking that stock. Now let's see if Altair can get any momentum going right now, because it just seems like Bivers is getting anything and everything that they want out of confirmed. So, you know, we're gonna see what Altair can do. He has Arsene on deck. Now this is his time that he has to make a move. Okay, using a lot of that reflector. And that's something you were talking about earlier, you know, Falco using reflector against Joker's guns, especially when trying to wait out Arsene, is a pretty good tool to use.
It's definitely good to have that that patience, not just to combat the Arsene, but also, like, I don't know, I feel like if you're not making a calculated move with Falco, you can die pretty early, so it's always nice to stay calculated and stay on foot.
Mm-hmm. That being said, they were taking that stock, and it's actually at 87%. And what was that up to? Do you know what he's looking for? C minus?
I think he was mashing a little bit too much. I think when he went for down, drag down forward air, he tried going for like an up throw or something, and I don't know, maybe he just pressed the B button. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a weird problem.
Yeah, and right now Altair is throwing out a lot of Aegon, and kind of wasted that Arsene, to be honest. Like, you know, in that situation, you have to be aggressive, especially when you're at a deficit like this.
Yeah, that's it.
Rolling up smash. That is beautiful. Beautiful rolling up smash. Yeah, but Bivers, you know, pulling it back after that game 1 loss and taking that with, was that a double 2-stock?
I think, yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, and taking that with a double 2-stock and putting a little bit more distance between Siena and Hawaii with that 6-1 advantage, finishing off with that devastating 2-stock. And yeah, Bivers definitely picked up their combo game after that first game. I feel like when you lose to a K roll like that, you kind of your ego kind of steps in there and it's just like, you know what, okay, we're done here. We're done with this carnival show. It's time to actually come to play.